Mr. Joshua. I hope I'm correct. Yep.
Yes, you are correct.
All right.
I'm
Good
so happy to be.
evening.
Yes, good evening, ma'am. I'm so happy to be part of the section tonight. I have been trying hard to be able to join all this while, but I've not been able to due to my physical activity there. So I want to know how can we or how can me get the whole package of what has been done from the beginning of the training till this point and even beyond.
All right. All right. I think Mr. Elijah will answer that question, right? That's one. But are you on the Google Classroom?
I am yet to join.
You're here to join. I think that's where we'll start from, right? We have to
Okay.
start from there. Yes, you'd have to join the Google Classroom. I don't know,
Okay.
Mr. Michael. I think you should drop a message on the group and tag him, Mr.
Okay.
Michael.
Okay. Well, while that's on, sorry to cut you.
Okay.
You are aware that we're going to do certificate for learners. And like we
Okay.
said before, the certificate is for those who have completed at least 70% of the work. Today is
Okay.
already Thursday, and
Okay.
you have today, Friday, and Saturday. By 11 59 p.m. on Saturday, if you're
Okay.
not up to that 70% score, I'm not sure you'll be getting your certificate on Sunday. So please, you still have the time, make good use of the time. We understand that it has not been easy, it has been stressful, but you have to just make good use of this opportunity. And though the materials are there, you join the Google Classroom, we'll share the link again. You join, the materials will always be there for you to go through. And once there's further development, we're always going to post it on this community. So nobody is restricting any material from anybody. Nobody is saying the YouTube video are there, you can access it. The materials are there, and you can still reach out to any of the facilitators once you feel you have challenge on any part going forward. But for that to be done, you need to show sign of interest in whatever that is going on. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Joshua, are you clear?
Yes, I got that part. I got
All
that part.
right. All right. No
Yeah, I'll
problem.
do my best to
I'm
catch
sure
up
you're on the WhatsApp
with the
group, right?
percentage.
No
Yes,
problem.
I am on. Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe we'll have to resend the link again to the Google Classroom. I will do that tonight
Okay,
and pin
please
it.
do.
All right, no problem. All right, any other challenge before we so we'll not take time? Or probably it might be answered. Mr. Elijah, I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe you can come up now.
Okay, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Miss Praise. And
We
Yes, we
can
can
hear
hear you. Good
you. We
evening,
can
sir.
hear you. We can hear
good
you.
evening. Trust
Good
we've been
evening,
having.
sir.
Thank you, Mr. Michael. Trust we're having a great week. Oh, I was wishing today was Friday, right? I was about to type "Thank God it's Friday" to a friend today, and I discovered it was Thursday. It pained me, right?
Yes, sir. Don't
Because
Why
rush. Don't rush
why
me
you
Friday.
are happy that is why you are happy that it's
um,
Friday? Remember Monday resumption.
yes, like really, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Monday is resumption.
yes.
Well, thank God for AI.
Thank God for you. You like you just do things like so fast.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
just
Our go-to partner.
as our
Yeah.
assistant, the
Yes.
best
So.
assistant teacher so far.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, and that's the beautiful thing. It's not just only in the education space, it's in every space right now. It's like an assistant. I think in the developer space, say take it as your um junior coder, in the sense that you can just tell it, hey bro, please fix this bug, and you are doing other things. You are analyzing other things while it's fixing the bug. You are thinking about the bigger picture, and you're giving it tasks to do. Yeah, do this, do that, do this. So it's like the Omoshe in Nigerian contest. Okay, so good again. It's like the last official training during this course. Sunday we would give certification, probably have a live call to do that too, as Mr. Michael have said. Tomorrow is going to be any material tomorrow, and if there will be just probably a few links, few resource, and so when I go through, how many of us went through today's lecture?
No time to read. Work has been hectic. We are resuming back on Monday, so we'll be having seminar back to back.
Not yet to
Okay.
check it, sir.
Okay, very understandable, right? Even I think I missed so I think the first week I scheduled all the lectures to show up from the beginning of the week to the end, but second week I didn't get that space to like schedule them, in fact, to put them together. So that's what happened in second week. So it was like everything was not coming up, and that's exactly what's happening. Trainings here and there within the school setting, everybody is putting up the hype and the energy for the section. So totally understood. Let's still put it as our pace because it's going to be there. It's going to still be there at least for the rest of this month. Probably next month. I mean, I'm just giving us heads up. Probably next month, probably take it down, put it into a probably an ebook and probably market it. Yeah, right. So at the end of everything, you want to probably give value out. All right. So we might do that. You may not do that. I'm just saying something, but we'll all go down by the end of this month. So let's go right. I believe I mean, I really wanted to hear every session of what we said we learned. I enjoyed what Mrs. Oyindamola, if I'm not mistaken, said about the things that has unfolded her to. Now, why I know we have specifically been unfolded to a lot of tools, I also believe that our mind has also been exposed to the right application, the way we should apply it, the way we should use it, right? And that's even basically the area I'm coming in today. Firstly, is the leadership mindset. So before I even go to leadership mindset, I sent a link to the group. Any community, and when we say community, probably community of students, community of teachers, community of anything that just want us to come and introduce or assist in broadening our understanding on these AI tools and how to use them, the ethics, the application, use cases. We're open to partner. We're open to come out to share this knowledge with every community possible, right? So I think on the last call, we're already planning, making plans and going to Bagada. And that's it, Bagada, sorry.
Badagry.
Badagry. And and we're also making plans on having a live session, just one live session here in the mainland of Lagos, somewhere maybe around looking at somewhere around Ikeja, which is more central. And we're still open to anyone that knows any location we can use around Ikeja, Yaba, within Yaba, Ikeja, Yaba, and Okwaja is still me far. So within those axes, right? Oregon, all those axes, we'll be open to partner with such person. Most of the for this specific event, I said it's being sponsored, and I think even the sponsors are waiting for quick answers, like when are you guys going to do it? Right. So they're waiting for quick answers on choose that location, we're ready to pay for it, and let's go in. So still on a budget anyway. So that's that. So let's talk about the leadership mindset. In this course or in this lesson, I love this slide in that big picture. In this lesson, we looked at learning goals. So by then we also understand the role of a teacher or the school leader in driving AI adoption, right? So we have a role to play in driving the adoption. We have a role to play in driving the adoption. And the truth is that I love the fact that I always say something, or I've heard a lot of leaders say it, is about the sky is very wide. There's opportunity for everyone. I see a lot of movements about AI right now, which is needed, right? Because um, if this movement does not happen, there's going to be a gap between the that if you have read most of the material, there's going to be a gap between the will I say the first class citizens and the underdeserved citizens, right? There's going to be that kind of gap, right? So it's important that we drive this thing even to the rural communities. I will share, I think I never mentioned the last class, as a community, as techie tutors, as individuals, leaders or the team members of this corps, we are driving into not just taking it to a couple of public school and using it to see if we can improve the math understanding of kids in that school. So I think I've spoken with one school already. We've not taken any formal step, official step yet, but we're going to it to see, okay, those guys that are in GS3 that probably are struggling in math, let's do a 1 week training with them using AI and everything, adopting that in their learning process. So not exactly completely AI, in their learning process. Let's see if it's going to boost their understanding of math, right? So one reason why I thought that would be possible is the student themselves will be eager to touch the computer, and when they're not using that, their eager moments to learn, it's really going to help or go a long way in helping them adopt this. So I'm sharing these things because this is the leadership mindset in driving AI adoption, right? I want us all to leave this course knowing that I can make impact, and it's beyond AI, right? I can make this move. And there's something about technology most times, it's not really looking for our maybe you want to find out how many degrees do you have before you can talk about these tools. No, it's open to everybody. It's whosoever is ready to go the extra mile to prepare, study, and make the impact can always take the lead, right? So everyone has room to make this impact. So understand our school leaders, I was on that 1.6. So explore strategies for school teachers and communities in AI integration and draft a 3-phase AI adoption strategy for school and education community. So everybody's going to draft this. Everybody's going to draft. We are 11, 10 on this call. We all have to have this. We want to have our adoption plan, how we want to adopt AI, I mean, in the community. So let me just move on. So the key concepts, setting the vision and direction for AI integration. I just told you, I'm using the use case of what we have in mind to also bring that idea to us. See the slide you see on the material. So if you've not gone through the material, we're going through it together already. Leading change management among school staffs and all of that. More concepts. Okay, the first one was the role of AI leadership in adoption. The next concept was the framework of AI, that's the awareness. Firstly, make people aware of it. Then secondly, you want to implement it, introduce the tools. So I think the very first lecture we did, even on this training, was the awareness. Yeah, we have heard about it, but now let's be aware. Let's even know what it is exactly. I don't know if I ever went too deep in explaining how it was created, but we are now aware, we are now very knowledgeable about AI, know it has a lot of algorithm, all of that. Then implement it. We tried new tools, we see, and we did trainings, right, all through this. And so this is the core process that we followed even in our implementation of the framework of the AI adoption on this 10 days AI agentic leadership course. And sustainability, embedded AI practice in culture and policy, right? And finally, we have to explain the barriers, right? We have to break down these barriers to adoption, limited resources. I think just before we started this course, I went through, I think it's 3C Hub in Yaba. They have this hub where they talk about AI adoption in the classroom. I think I went through like a couple of their videos, about 6 or 7. They're just trying to dig into the lapses, and I was seeing the lapses they were mentioning. So it's one thing for people to say this is the lapses. It's another thing for people to actually take steps to bridge these gaps, right? So there are lapses, right? I just mentioned the fact that it's going to make a gap between the first class citizens and the maybe underdeserved citizens. So first class citizens are learning with high-tech tools and they're doing so great, and underdeserved citizens, they don't even have a computer in their room, in their school, or they even have, it's never turned on. They've not touched it. There's no lights to use it, or there's no internet. Even if they use it, maybe they just went to go and see that this is a mouse, this is a keyboard, right? I want us to start having that leadership mindset. What can I drive, right? As a teacher, we should have that growth mindset, right? And this is one of the way we can do that. So what are the barriers? Is limited resources and training. So one of the things we mentioned there is limited resources. So I think I even spoke with, I think, Mr. Michael on this call, and means, okay, what can we do to bridge these limited resources? Steps have been taken, so you can even see what people are doing already. People are looking for low cost tech tools that can be provided to schools, right? I don't know, I can't remember the name of this movement, but they have like low cost tabs, right? And tablets that they provide. I think it's not even in Nigeria, I think in Sudan, one of these African country. Give them the tablets. The tablets has already installed learning courses on LMS, but it works offline. You don't need internet for it, because another thing again, it's the internet barrier and all of that. So that was also made available there, right? And that was just even for learning, right? And what other ways can you solve this? It could be maybe a low cost way of creating energy. This just makes you think. This just make you futuristic. This make you think ahead. I said something. I don't know if I said it on this call, maybe the first or second call. I said most of the times in Africa we are the receiving end. We are taking the consumption. The meeting I went to on Monday said something about this movement has started. We are just joining in. As Africa is, we are just joining in. They've already trained all the model before we now discovered that there's AI. But yeah, we're hearing about it, but now we're not started adopting it. So it's like we're on the receiving end. We have to change the position on not just being consumers right now, but being creators. And if you notice the mindset of these creators, there were people that thought of what can we do to change. They notice a gap, and they think, what can we do to change this gap in the next 10 years? You can see somebody working on one project. I said the project of this AI started since 1970, all of that. The GPUs that power AI. I don't know if I said it on this call. So those GPUs that power AI, they have been in the mind of the NVIDIA team. So people breaking out, new companies coming up. Then finally, they use it for game operating system. So we see gaming computers were using the GPUs. But when this AI boom came out, also there's what they call the godfather of AI. As it boomed up, boom, look as if everything is blowing up. Wow, 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 wow. Now the whole world is now moving at the pace of what somebody has set. So they set the pace already. We're now following suit. So it's now everybody's talking about AI now. So the next big thing can come from the way we position our mind to bridge gaps, is to bring solution. That's what we can do to change the education system in Nigeria. That's what we can do to change the economy in Nigeria. Start thinking of what solution can now prefer. So why am I saying all this? We're talking about leadership mindset in AI. So what solution can I prefer in this situation, right? And no matter how little it may seem, we might not know the significance in the long run. We started from how can we use integrated circuits. Later, integrated circuits was getting too much. They now started making I can't remember the name of that one, but started making other kind of circuits that were a little bit smaller. That's why the computer were very big before. They started becoming smaller, smaller, smaller. Then somebody came again and said, let's use another kind of circuit. They call that one GPU. And over time, it has now become the next big thing. They are the third biggest company in the world, or richest company in the world, and people are still investing in billions into NVIDIA just to get them to sell their GPUs for them. Yeah, they're in Nigeria right now, 2 different programs providing it for them that deserve companies. I mean, I don't think any startup in Nigeria can invest $1 billion to get a GPU. I don't know if all those are sounding too complex, but that's all. So learning resource, all these are resources. We can go through it. I will go through this in the next slide. I mean, I have another slide on this picture is cute. I have another slide on this core that I will just list about 14 of these what do they call it again? Ethics, right? That has been set by the education board across the world. Okay, and now not just for teachers, but also for the community that do it. And there's also other materials you can look at. I put some link, I think I later deleted them. I put some link on the classroom. I deleted them because I was looking so much. I didn't want people to get scared. Then this TED Talk, you can look at it. This school leadership on AI, you can look at that resource. Well, so this is the task for us on this specific lesson, is to draft out a 3-phase AI adoption strategy, right? Awareness and training, conduct workshop for teachers and parents. So you can also do it in your school. So this they are doing here right now, it's not autonomously, or you can also set it up in your school. Yes, you are saying want to partner with some people, but nonetheless, you have the whole resource right now to go and do this in your own school. Set it up, share success stories and pilot projects, right? So I have a success story on this call right now. Mrs. Oyindamola just said she can now use quizzes, this and this and this. So that's a success story, right? And pilot projects. What we just did right now was a pilot project. It was free of charge just to get everybody to experience this course. So you can set up something like that. Set up AI in education community and all of that. The second phase is implementation, right? Select AI tools for grading, tutoring, lesson planning, provide structured training for staff, and integrate AI in 2 or 3 subject area. Like right now, we say we're going to integrate AI in math, right? There's a way, probably like when I was on campus, there are some math solutions that I could not solve, and I don't want to go and be stopping anybody. If I had AI then, I still keep saying that maybe I'll have finished in first class. Because I will just, I'm not someone that just always read, but probably I would have, when I wanted to read, I would have told the AI, so why is this? You tell me. And once it has told me, I know it, right? So sometimes it's just because they've not said that in the right way to that child. That's why he does not know it. Every child will learn, but maybe not at the same pace, right? But so there's just a way that they should have said it to that child that will have helped the child to actually know it. But in a class of 50 students, which teacher is going to go and sit down with every single child to know how they want to learn? It's not going to work, right? It might not be very effective. So that's so integrate 1 or 2 subjects. Then phase 3, sustainability, establish monitoring feedback system, update school policies for AI integration, and build student-led AI innovation clubs, right? And to be so nice, yeah, I think I had a boy, I thought last year during the summer last year, yes, during summer last, no, is it last year, 2 years ago? And he was like, in his school, he was the AI leader for the AI club. Now, this guy did a video for us for after we trained him during the summer. He did a video for us for testimonial, and he was not telling us the list of AI tools he used to make. The video came out excellently. So you can't imagine the extent of excellence. And now you will not say maybe because the boy used AI tool and he didn't use his knowledge. This guy is smart. I mean, it takes smartness to be able to know how to use AI smart, right? So the video was excellent. I wish I could find that. But I remember I find it, I'm not going to share it. Okay. Reflection question. What fears or resistance my teachers and parents have? Those are things to reflect about. How can a school leader communicates the value of AI, right? So those are things you can just sit down, meditate about, and write them down. What policies need to be in place for safe and ethical AI use? So we need to just like go through those processes and ask ourselves those questions, right? I think that's all. Social media prompting. If you go through it, you can do that on your social media. And finally, thank you. So I want to just go to the next slide, where I will list about 14 yeah, I think 14 of them. Okay, I think there have been lots of comments. I don't know if it's because of the conversation. So far, any questions, please?
Someone was asking on the comment section that when are we coming to Balag?
If you say we should come tomorrow, we will be coming. If you say come to my language tomorrow, oh, why not? So I think the person that brought the idea up on the last call, I think Mr. Aziz, he said he was going to speak with the model school there if we can adopt the computer center in the school and speak with the governing bodies or leadership of the so that we can now then we'll just make it we'll just maybe do flyers around it in the city so that we can get other people to benefit from it, right? So if you have Ms. Khalifat's what I mean Solar, if you have any thing that could help us in making that happen, we are very, very, very open to um yes, that Mr. Aziz. Yes, he's on the call too.
He's on the call. Let him give us maybe feedback now if there's any
He can tell us
progress
when.
rate. Then Mrs. Khalifat can still say something about it if there's any.
Yeah, good
update.
evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir. Yes, go
Good
ahead,
evening, sir.
please. We're listening.
Yeah, actually, I called the person that I know that she's the computer teacher over there. So I spoke with her briefly, and we booked an appointment for this weekend. So I will try to see her and table this matter before her. So after then, she will not tell me the next line on the action. But everything is going to be uh, just immediately when the school resumes. That will be next week. So before next week comes down, so I'll work towards that and try to achieve a certain aim on that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Aziz. Thank you for the effort. Thank you for taking the leadership in this part, and we really appreciate it. And we see that we're going to make impact together. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Can you see my slide now? This is the other slide of the ethics.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
All right, so source now, this slide, this document. Now, this is not the old document. The old document was on that this thing. They are very big, massive documents. So, I mean, I don't know why all these laws and legislation they will do the thing so big that I can't. I mean, I don't know if you used to read it, but I don't think I've even read the laws of Nigeria. So because the document is too big, I haven't learned how to read. Maybe when I need it, I will go and look for the one I need. So
There are so many laws you are not implementing. We just have there are just so much.
somebody even said something. I think when I was watching those talk on ethics of AI in the school, there are already laws that Nigeria have brought out. Books, you can bring manual of laws. Well, I don't let me see what I don't know. Well, I think I'll do more research about the laws in Nigeria as regard it also. But I know that they have started taking steps. They are listen, at this thing, the boom came 2 years ago. Is it 2 years? Almost 3 years now. That's 2022 ending. So 2023, 2024, that's been the noise of the world. I think 2025 now is now becoming so loud, right? So there are a lot of things. So UNESCO, United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization. This is one of the leading organizations backing education bodies in the world. There's the EU Commission, executive branch of European Union. We have had the European Union. So these documents, I just picked out some of those ethics from these bodies, right? And we have OECD, that's Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. So just a few ethics that we have there. So for human rights, and so I'm really spelling this out so that we don't miss it. We don't assume, we know, right? For human rights, and this was 2021. This was before the boom. The boom was 2022 ending. For human rights, said AI must respect students and teachers' rights, no demeaning or dehumanizing content. Source, UNESCO recommendation on ethics of AI. Now, there was a video I saw on TikTok that I said, sorry, not TikTok, on LinkedIn that I really loved. So a teacher came to the class and she represented all her students with what they desire to be in the future. So she made an adult identical of each of her students. You will see a law that talks about that. I will show you, of all our students, and maybe the one that said I want to be a doctor. The child is still like maybe around in her early teens or pre-teens. Then she now sees herself on the screen. That's the screen of the classroom, and she was dressed in a doctor clothes, and she was like a doctor in a hospital environment. And the children would look at it. Some of them started crying. Some of them were so happy. So she created a mental picture for them. As so good as that sounded like, which is good. I think one of the laws she might have broken there, I think I've gone ahead of myself. One of the laws she might have broken there is giving the student personal data to AI, right? Well, AI still secures your data. It's not as if they use it to train or retrain, but nonetheless, we should just be guided when we do most of those things, right? Next one is fairness and discrimination. This for UNESCO and also OECD AI principle. Avoid algorithm bias. So that, oh, beautiful. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and the person said she used to use AI. So this person worked with foreign organization, and when she was working in the local organizations, she used to use AI tools to like record the meetings as a secretary to a bar, right? And she wants to use those recordings to take notes after the meeting. So there's a little bit of bias in that. Now the bias is not that they're trying to discriminate, but there's a little bit of bias in that because many of those AI tools were trained with foreign data. So it might not fully understand our local dialects, our local intonation, but I think it has been improved greatly. I not just think, I know. I think I wanted to do something. I think I'll do it somewhere in this meeting. I will have a conversation with ChatGPT on this call. I'll use my phone so that you can be hearing what is going on between me and ChatGPT, right? I did that yesterday. I was talking about partnership, and I was telling it, okay, can you just tell me a little bit more about partnership? And also, I noticed that it understood every word that I said, even with my everything. So AI has been improving. So what I'm just talking about there is the bias, right? So the organization that wants to partner with us to schools on taking one of the application, we need to train this model that they have, or they need to improve their model with our own curriculum, right? So that it does not give biased responses. Somebody wants to build a model for Nigeria context, you probably have to go and carry WAEC past questions, all the one from year whatever to this very moment, right? So when all these algorithms are put together, when all these data sets are put together, there are chances that based on the geopolitical region or wherever it was created, they could feel like bias. Anytime, I think I told ChatGPT one time, I said, can you give me a picture of who you think I am? Because it knows my at least my career, right? So I just to give you a picture, and it gave me one white man and now give me a description of myself. Okay, so the description was quite all right, but the picture was a white man. Why did he give you a white man? Because it's new white people. That's what was trained with, right? What was I doing one day? And we brought out results from AI and it was giving us white people pictures. And we're like, because the data was trained with people in that region, right? So those causes bias. It feels like bias there. Let me just fast, please. Transparency and explicit educators systems must be explainable, open. At the time, it was like a tug of war with OpenAI that they have to bring out. They have to publicly make their model open, all of that, or their processes open, right? So they need to be transparency. Another one is the privacy and data storage. Protect sensitive students' data. That's what I mentioned, right? Different policy bodies have been kicking against that. We should make sure people's data are not. I told somebody, I don't know which meeting I was, and I said, if you're working in a company that don't accept data, don't accept AI, don't go and use AI, right? Don't go and put your company's information on AI. There's a reason why they're avoiding it, because when you're putting personal information of the company in AI, you can be exposing the world to private information that belongs to your company, right? So you might don't want to do that. Use content anonymous. I mean, you can give it content, but don't link it to something, right? So you want to talk about something that is in your complaint, but you don't go and say, so my complaint name is this, or you just carry a complaint document and just drop it there, and the whole detail of the company is there. It might not be the best or wise step to take. So accountability and responsibility, clear responsibility for the outcome of AI system. Teachers and schools must maintain oversight, right? That's another instruction. Then safety and security, ensure AI tools are robust, secure, and safe for learners. Protection against hacking and misuse, right? So now not all of these rules really apply to us directly. Some of these rules might apply to the creators, right? Like now, if for any reason someone hacks into ChatGPT, a lot of people will be in trouble. A lot of people will be in trouble. So the company has a responsibility to make sure that that does not happen. So you want to adopt an AI tool to your school. I think I was working in a company one time, and one day they came up and discovered that all their files have been taken. Like a hacker just packed all the files. So I've seen it happen for real. So it's possible. So you can do that. But now that's why there's strong security over all these AI tools. But let's say you're adopting an AI tool now and you don't know the strength of their capability to secure their data, and you put all your information, and one day one hacker sweep everything away. Informations have gone, and it might be at the risk of individuals that are involved, right? So protection against hack and misuse. Then human oversight. All AI should support teacher, not replace them. It can never replace teacher. It just cannot, right? It just cannot. Our expertise is still needed. Our input is still needed. Like the company I spoke about that was looking for partnership, they still need humans, still need teachers to come and build content for them. So it cannot be replaced, right? Then ethical use, avoid surveillance culture in school. So surveillance control, data analytics should support learning, not penalize unfairly, right? So we're talking about a marking scheme and all the time using AI. I said something on last call. I said he does not know what the child was feeling when he did the assignment. So you still have the empathy, you still have the connection with your students. So whatever AI is going to do must not judge your student down. So that's when I even said we're automating tasks. I think that's what I did talked about last when we're automating processes. Don't go and let AI give your students the final judgment. You need to go through the judgment, align it to the best way that suits the situation, right? So awareness and capacity building. Okay, awareness and capacity building, and school leaders interested to promote critical use, not blind adoption. And that's what we've tried to do on this course from the beginning. And I think that's all for this. And this discussion. Any question at this point before I move to the next part of today's lesson? Any question? All right, so in the absence of no question, just some quick activity as we wind up today, right? So I gave us a document on the group, and in that document, I collated just three, what would I call it? Three different tools. So I've been talking about ChatGPT, and I don't think we can ever underestimate ChatGPT. It has really, really strong potentials, and just know that they are not giving up. They keep bringing things up every day. I think recently they brought out Sora, and what Sora does is that it can create video. So the first activity that I put there, now I just put those prompts there just to see some other things that we can do. So I try to I actually prompted each of those AI tools to give me that response, those response that we have there. So we had different use cases. One of the first use cases is lesson introduction video. So one of the things that inspired me to do this one was I think on yesterday, I think it was yesterday, somebody was telling me how to use AI to simulate the flow of what do they call it? Blood into the heart, how the heart beats and all of that. In a community of teachers, went to a school that very day and he did it in front of them. And I was like, this is one use case, right? You can simulate things using AI. So want to simulate on that. The reason why I send the document is that we can try it out ourselves. We can put it in our own context and try one or two things out. So the first one, let's just try. I don't know how many minutes it's going to take, but I'm just going to get these prompts, the first prompts on that call, and I'm going to give it to ChatGPT. And this is the prompt: create a 2-minute short explainer. I doubt ChatGPT can do that anyway, but it has to prove me wrong. It's 2 minutes short explainer on photosynthesis for grade 7 students using simple language examples and fun story style. So let's see what it's going to say. Okay, let me help the young man. Create a 2 minutes explainer script. Oh, I'm so sorry. Video. I just want to attempt it if it can actually do the video. So he gave me a script. So it's still not very, very solid on creating videos. I want to check some. This was only in the last meeting. What is it? All right, so I'm trying to open Sora and see if Sora can do that for us. So this is like now, I think I mentioned the last time, engage in conversation. So I want to ask it if it can create a video. He said, I can't directly generate a full animated video here, but I can help you with 2 powerful ways: ready script and video generation setup. Then he gave us a few video tools that we can use, right? Pictory, that this is how you can get ideas from InVideo. Okay, I think this InVideo is one I used to use. Once I open it, I'll see that I have the account there. And there's so many others. I mean, there's one also that you can give it a full-blown video. Most of them, I think I did them when I was doing a course with ALX, and I saw those tools. I could probably collate all of them and show us AI video maker, Canva AI. Now, this Canva AI video maker, I think I already have it. Okay, I didn't have it open. I want to share my other slide. We have a pro account and create something for on Canva video maker for us. So let's see what Sora can do. So these are some things Sora can do. It can do just like what you're seeing here right now. Sora can do something like that. Sora is a new model that ChatGPT made. So I want to ask it the same question if it can make this for us. And if it does not do that, we'll go and look at one of those tools that choose a username to create image. What of Sora? Zora. All right, so the video that we want to make on this that has been added to the queue. So when it's ready, I'll come back here. All right, so this is Grok. Grok also can create images and videos with Grok imagination, right? So I'm going to pick a prompt that we have on the call. On that document is on the group, so you can always go and look at the document. and try that. A lot of tools there. I don't plan to stay long, so that's why I'm not going to. I mean, a lot of prompts there. I'm not going to try all of the prompts since they're already ready made. You can just copy them, paste it on your own AI tool, and see what you gain out of it. I'll use Google Studio last. I wish I can find that video I did with Google Studio. It was on my TikTok anyway. So let's try something. So Grok said it can help us do an activity like an historical scene illustration. That's for history class, right? Description, students use Grok to generate custom illustration of this and this and this, and learn objective, blah, blah, then the sample prompt. So I'm going to get that prompt, and I'm going to come and query it on Grok. Are we still following me? Am I still communicating?
Very well,
Yes.
very well. We are listening attentively, sir.
Okay, all right. So generate an illustration signing of a
Yes.
Declaration of Independence.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sign of the Independence, showing diverse figures of period clothing with lots of stories. I mean, if you can still read it, you can read it, but I've sent that. So I want to see how long it's going to take to do that. I notice you've requested 2 separate actions, generating illustration, this and this. For the first request, you've asked for illustration of this and this and this and this. Before I generate this, can you confirm if you want to proceed with creating the illustration? Additionally, please clarify if you are specific. Just proceed, please. Are these videos or pictures? If it's a video, it's going to be so crazy because that was so fast. Okay, so it's still working on the video. So you got to just like sit down with it and see how we can do that in a very few seconds. So we already have 59 seconds, 60 seconds, 70 seconds, 80 seconds, 90 seconds, and we have a video. So let's play our video.
Are you for real?
All right, so that's the video there. So that's why I didn't believe that they can make how many minutes was that? 2 minutes, because AI tools don't really make up to 2 minutes. I think if you want AI
Sorry,
tools,
please. Can I ask a question? Like,
okay.
is this a paid version of Grok?
No, it's a free version. Yes.
Is it the fact that I just deleted it because I didn't like it? Because
Okay,
it doesn't give me
why
answers.
did I go and explore Grok? I've been seeing it, but I didn't really care about it because I'm already good with ChatGPT. But I had
As if
someone talking about
ChatGPT
it.
just has a like ChatGPT can be like so emotional, like to a large extent, but you see all these other AI, like they're just like too formal for my liking. So I think I'll go and download it back. Sorry for that interruption. I was
Can you
just
see the video?
surprised. Yes, I can.
All right, I don't know if you are hearing any sound.
I can't hear any. I don't know if anyone can.
So
No sound from my end.
let me
No
try and
sound though.
share it. I want to share with the sound because there's a sound there actually.
Okay, we can hear now. But it's just like a rumbling sound.
Yeah, so all the idea was just to show that from our prompts, the idea was just to show the signing of independence, showing diverse figures in period clothing, and focus on room detail, right? Confirm before. Okay, that was why it asked me to confirm. So I said I just got all these prompts from AI itself to give it the prompt. As I say, sometimes if you want to get the best of prompts, ask AI itself to provide you the prompt. And edit generated image of ancient Rome and add more vibrant color. So now let's say you wanted to teach history and you started with this video. Now you might never use this video just the way it is. You can take this video out, download it, go to your probably Camcut and now put a script to it. Probably get 11 labs. I've started saying plenty things again. So probably go to 11 labs. 11 labs is, if you are okay, maybe because I use AI a lot. So if you go to my YouTube, you just hear ham fried, and I'm gonna speak with a different accent, something like that. 11 labs, another tool that allows you to like create voices, text to speech. So you can write your whole script, give it 11 labs, and it will say your script in very, very nice accent. Right. The only thing there is that it has started getting really, really paid. Too many things they are now getting paid. I think last time I tried to use it, it was just so paid. It didn't even allow me to generate anything. So I had to just like get out of there. So apart from 11 labs, the other ones, I think I showed us the music making AI last class.
I
No,
don't
it
know. I
was
think I
during
missed
our
the
discussion that we saw that, not in the class.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so I didn't bring it to the class. So okay, they finally let me in. So so let me get that script that AI gave me the last time. Let me see if I can give it to 11 labs. So I just decided that to just do some play around today with AI, but it's really structured too. You can create a clone of your own voice. So I could train the AI with my voice, and it now begins to speak like me. So I can now do a whole video without having to talk, right? I just give it my script and it would generate a script for me with my voice. So you can do that. That's clone your voice. Um, so as I said, not all of it. It also does music. So I didn't know that they do music too. The most of this thing is even looking different from last time I saw it. They've added some things to it. So let me try and okay, so let's take that script that ChatGPT gave us here on photosynthesis. Hey, wait. So there was a challenge. When there was light, there was no charging. So the chat, I mean, this is okay. Let me ask you to give me um each of these scene. Okay, give me the narrator's text. Let me just ask for that. Narrator's text to generate a voice over with 11 labs. All right, so I didn't spell voice well. All right, so this is the narrator's text. So I just asked it to just give me only the text of what the person was saying in the script. Right, so um let me take that to 11 labs. So now I have to ask for this model is in research preview. So I have to choose the voice that I want. Let me hear this one.
You got to be careful if you don't know where you're going because you might not get there.
All right, so it's photosynthesis we're talking about. Which voice will be good for that?
Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
Okay. Well, when you get to 11 labs, if you have not used it before, just explore it. Explore it better. Transform existing voice with text to create new voices. So I think I'm in the wrong place right now. Let me go back. So just explore 11 labs also for creating voices. All right, so okay, so now I have more options. Let me see. There's Rachel. There is
Life without love is like a tree without blossoms or fruit.
Your
The thing
screen
always
is
happens
zoomed
that
in.
you really believe in, and the belief in a thing makes it
zoomed
happen.
in. All right, so I'm generating speech from. Is it like that? Is there any challenge with seeing my screen? Hello?
I said it's kind of zoomed in, like so we can't see what you are doing in the other aspects, the other parts of the
Because
computer.
I'm asking if that's the same with everybody. Hello? Anybody else on?
Oh, sorry. I think it's from my end. I think so. I just realized.
Okay.
I think it's from my
All
end.
right, so this is what I said about 11 labs. So it's unfortunate, unusual activity detected, free tires, usage disabled. So I noticed that 11 labs does not allow us to do free. Now there are other tools like 11 labs that you can use. Google AI Studio, which is another one that I put prompts for. There's another tool you can use. Let me see. Um, high quality text to speech. Yeah. So let me click that. Google AI Studio is one we can use. So style instruction, blah blah. So you can even do conversation between two people on Google AI Studio. Podcast scripts. So I just want a single conversation. This is going to be my text. Read aloud in a warm, friendly tone. And so just take note of the app I've used. I've used ChatGPT. Under ChatGPT, there was Sora. Let me see Sora as our video yet. There's no message from Sora yet about our video. Okay, it seems it's ready. Let's see. Okay. All right, so Sora is still working on that. You don't have a subscription at this point. So as I said, most of them are paid. So except you try InVideo, I think InVideo is free, but it will give you to have like a label on it. I don't know if that has even changed, right? So these are just various ideas of using. This one to not allow us to do this. Let me see if we can get this with this one. What did I do before this call? I did something on this. Okay, that was what I did. So I'm trying to generate audio with that. So we saw this historical video came from this. Now, aside videos, it's not only videos we have on that document. So we also have analytics that you can do. And I'm going to use, I wanted to use Google Studio to do that, but already have Google Studio running something now. So let me leave that. We also have illustration, right? Bring abstract concept into life. Generate an image for science, history. That's like the second prompt on the document I sent to the group. So I want to generate a cartoon style. Now let's do something. Why I'm doing this on the call so that you're not just passively looking. Just pick your AI tool. You can use your phone. Just minimize this call somewhere. Open that document I said. Pick one of the prompts and try it on any of the two. That's AI Studio or Google AI Studio. You can search for it, or once you have an account with Google, you already have access to Google AI Studio, or ChatGPT, or Grok. Grok. I think I even have the application of Grok on my phone. So you can try each of them. I think I don't want to promise that. I want to say well, it's just going to send more and more ideas of them. So that one I copied now was for ChatGPT. Now, most times when you see my LinkedIn article, I always generate the image for my LinkedIn article with ChatGPT. I've once used Gemini, the one that Gemini gave me. It was too cumbersome. But most of my LinkedIn article, the cover photo, I always use Gemini too. I wish I can share the one I did today. You see it, all the ones I've been doing anyways. I always use Gemini because I can't go and sit and start designing Canva, using Canva to design that. That's waste of time and energy, right? So just use that's the reason why you can just use AI to make your work faster. Um, so let's see. This is bringing a video. It's generating a cartoon style illustration of water cycle with arrows and labels suitable for 10-year-old students. So you just want to talk about water cycle, and it's going to use an image to illustrate it. So you can use AI to do illustration. You can use ChatGPT to do that, and there are a lot of other tools to do that. I would not entirely promise, but before the end of this month, I will collate a document of different AI tools and their various capability. I'm going to have to end this call very soon. I think I already put the resource now, and if you have any question at this point, let's quickly ask. We'll have to shut down very shortly. Any question in the room? I'll start calling people's names so that we can do that quickly.
Meet Sunny the sun, Aqua the water drop, and Breezy the air bubble. Together, they help plants cook up their own food in a magical process called photosynthesis. Inside every green leaf, there are tiny kitchens called chloroplasts. They are full of a green pigment named
Can we
chlorophyll.
see the video?
Think of chlorophyll as
So this is not a video, this was just a text to speech. So I was telling you that if I pick up a video, let's say like that video of the agreement on the signature for independence, then I can get a
Okay.
script, take the script to a text to speech application, then combine the
Okay.
text to speech together with that video. Let's say I'm not satisfied with the audio of the video, then use that text to speech as the audio. So we can just start, you can take it to the class now, and you see two people trying to sign a contract. So you can put it on repeat, like the action of the movement of the people that are signing the contract is on repeat. Then the text to speech is now reading. In the year 20 or in the year 1960, the nation of Nigeria gained independence, something like that. So it just gives that cinematic feel, that intriguing feel. I mean, at that point, don't need class control. Your students will focus and they want to hear it, right? So that's
Yeah.
just one thought. And yes, some people are creating content about that online. But if you Mrs. Kaifa said the AI tools are very cumbersome. Okay. So please don't just try and use everything at once. As I said, I always stick to ChatGPT. I don't go all around. Grok has been existing for long. There's another one that is popular now, DeepSeek. I've never used DeepSeek. It's popular, but I've not used it. I'm not trying to get caps of using AI to. All I want to just do is get my job done, right? So if it's ChatGPT that gets your job done, stick to ChatGPT, right? So you don't have to use so many tools. All right, see the illustration from water to sun. So I created this whole illustration now with AI. So whatever context you want to use in your class, just write the right prompt and you're going to get it on for your classroom experience. Right? This kind of thing now you can put it on a screen or you need to download it and print it out. We print it out. So I wanted to really make sure that I show something on analytics. But if I want to even do that, I did not put any okay, another one here is spark creativity using so guy everyone please
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Sorry, I guess his system went off. Oh, let's just hold on a little for him to join, please. Meanwhile, just like he said, we can just go and pick some of the prompt and explore it while we are waiting for him to join the call.
Sorry, please, do you get the name of that Google text to speech tool you used last? Is it Google AI or what?
Yes, that is what I'm trying to ask him. Is it on that ChatGPT that you see that text to speak?
Okay, text to speech. I think I might
Yes.
just have to let me just check. Let
Can you
me
hear me
just
now?
check that document he gave us.
He's
I'm
on
sure
he's on the call already. Let him just continue.
All right, so I'm going to probably end the class very soon. I noticed that my system battery was already down and not really have access to power at the moment. So text to speech was Google AI Studio.
Okay.
Google AI Studio. So Google AI Studio is one kind of workspace that has a lot of AI capability. It also has a free tier and it has a paid tier. But for the free tier, there's just a lot you can do with Google AI Studio. So I did that text to speech with Google AI Studio. There are other tools you can use. So in fact, if you just want to, if you want to get started with it, you can just ask ChatGPT, give me tools, AI tools that can create text to speech. 11 Labs is one of the world famous right now because they have very, very crazy, pardon me for using that word, but they have very, very massive, robust models. They've done a lot to the point that you can, I said it earlier, you can train your voice on the AI model. And when I'm creating a recording or a video, it will be talking exactly like me. So you think I'm the one doing the video, something like that. So 11 Labs is another one, but Google AI Studio is that one. So you can explore Google AI Studio and just look for the use cases you might need it in your class. It can, there's one they brought out recently, Nano Banana from Google AI Studio. It can create cutting edge pictures that look so real that it's so difficult to differentiate it from original pictures. Now, all those pictures on my slide, do you know they were AI generated? All of them. I wanted to show us Canva AI. I used Canva AI to generate all my image as I was working. So I just, okay, I need an image that just, that's why when I was watching, looking at it on the full screen, it was looking so sweet. It was looking so crystal clear. AI can do images for us in that context too. So, any more questions?
Yeah, sorry, are you using a paid ChatGPT?
No. So if you do like 3, 4, 5, 5, not up to 5 anyway, if you do like 3, 4 pictures in a day, it's gonna cut you off and
That
tell you that. In fact, just I think I was trying to generate some curriculums and just within few amount of time it told me that I'm done. Your quota for GPT-5 is over. We are switching you back to GPT-4. Wait till 7 a.m. tomorrow.
as
So
in, it can be so
just
funny at times. Even thinking
yeah.
of paying for them because at least it's a very good tool.
At some point, many of us will have to pay. I mean, based on our use cases, we may have to pay for them, right? I think the AI tool I would really love to pay for now. I think I already have one at my disposal, which is Canva. Would be video generators, and I think a lot of content. No, sorry, oh, let's say video generators is tools for creating websites, right? So there are some tools you can create websites, both the front end, back end, everything fully made with AI. Though you need to have some level of technical understanding of coding, right? But you have done everything with AI. Plus host, cannot host it for you, right? But they host it for you. That's another thing. The AI platform has hosting system, so you can do everything from the beginning to the end of creating an application. I think somebody said something. He said how to become a billionaire or millionaire in 45 minutes, but he didn't say the part that you have to pay for the tool. Is that you can just go to an AI website creator and tell it to create something like maybe Adobe PDF Maker. Now, Adobe PDF Maker is probably collecting $15 for their premium plan. When you create your own finish, you will collect maybe $2 and probably create it to the context of a locality, right? So now I want to create a model, a application for teachers that can help them in their classroom. And I can now say, okay, create another tool that looks just exactly like Google Classroom. Let's say Google Classroom is free anyway, on just a tool that is paid for. What tool is paid for in a class? Maybe an LMS that you have to pay it for you, and the other LMS platform are collecting maybe $200 dollars per term and all of that, and you just come and say, go to collect $5 per term. You take those people out of the market by getting your own customers and reliable anyway, not as if your method is your platform is bad, but just trying to say that how you can reduce the whole production rate. So when Adobe PDF were trying to build their own, they had to go and get the best of programmers, everything. But now you want to build the same thing they build, you can build it in one day with just AI and your little understanding of coding. So we're just trying to say that is one way. Now it looked very simple, but when you start, you know that it's not that simple. But that's the whole framework of how it is, right? And with truth, people are already doing that, right? So I think I said a lot. Any more questions?
I think from my end, none for now until I start working with these tools.
Okay, Miss Nene. Any other question? Anybody else? We've not heard from you today. Please speak up. Not heard anything from you today. I think almost everybody in this class said something one point or the other.
Nothing much, but this AI is so wide, though.
Yes, ma. So yes, it's wide, and as I said earlier, you don't have to do everything. Just stick to the one that helps you achieve what you want to achieve. And when there's another thing you are trying to achieve, you can now look for the tool that does that, right? So it's good to have the broad understanding, but just stick to those ones that help you achieve what you want to achieve, right? I think that's a very good way to start. Then can I start adopting other tools? All right, so if there's no more question for tonight, we are so excited that we're already winding down. Our official logging off will be on Sunday, but before that, probably do a lot of one or two activities on the group. Tomorrow, I'm looking forward to see how I can compile some other tools for us just to explore. As I said, you don't have to use all the old tools. And most times you notice that when I'm even explaining the tool, it's not like as if I use those specific tools every day. Some of them I know about them, but I don't really use them because I didn't have need of it at the time. Right, some of them I did it when I was doing a course, so I just had to use it during the course. I think there's one of my TikTok video. I took a picture of, I gave it a picture of myself, and the picture is moving. The picture was, and I did it because of a course. On a normal day, I will not do that. Like, why would I carry my picture and make it do things that? So I have seen somebody take a picture and the picture went to go and enter a car. Like it doesn't look like a real person, and went to go enter. I mean, and went to go enter a car and zoom off. So it's a book easy for fun, all right. So you can use it for fun, and you can also use it for the real things you want to try and achieve with that. So let's try and complete 70% of every. When I say 70%, I just mean I see at least attempt all the quiz. And you notice I didn't put any quiz today. So we just have a few, maybe 4 or 5 quiz or six quiz to just do. We don't have so many to do. And I think it's a very good way to end. So thank you very much, Mr. Michael. Do you have anything from your hand?
Nothing much. You've said everything already. But I don't know the Sunday program. Like the time, you didn't say the time and how it would look like.
Okay, so I think it's 8 p.m. on Sunday. Any other thing I regard it to be communicated? It was 8 p.m. on Sunday. Every other thing will be explained. And as we said, we are trying to see how we can get a live meeting on the mainland here. And why are we trying? Because of there is a go ahead to tell us to start to do something like that for the community. So Mr. Michael shared one place Femina at Ikeja would look into it and see if it's possible. Can only take 52 people. So, and very good comment, very good hall. So we're looking forward to see how we can make that happen. To be on a Saturday. When that time comes, we'll share it. And some people that clicked on the LinkedIn that you want that your LinkedIn is not active or is just coming up and all of that. So we're preparing something for that. I wanted it to be next week before. I mean, we're thinking of doing it next week before, but I think we'll take it further. We want to like use next week to like rejuvenate. Right. So we'll take it further and we'll do it maybe in next 2 weeks. And what we'll just do on that call is to see all the ways you can improve your LinkedIn and will help some of us to do our cover images. I'll show you how to do it. Then I'll also, if you're not able to do it, maybe based on the device you're using of that, I will still help some of us to get that done. But I'll show us how to do it with Canva, right? So that's one is also another program we'll do. And we also did something about brand to stand out. Brand to stand out. Some of us have already paid for classes on online teaching. Ms. Miracle is still very much available to facilitate those training with alongside me and other members of the team. We're going to start that maybe after that's next week or not next week anyway, next 2 weeks. Next week, let's really use that to like rejuvenate. So next 2 weeks we'll probably be starting that also. Anyone that's still interested in registering, that is understanding how to setting up for teaching online, all the intricacies, how to host your first class, where to get your clients, and all of that. I think I said it last time. It's not as if we are promising, but I believe it's very possible that immediately after going through all those lessons, you at least get one client because of we understand you when you join some groups and all of that, and it's very possible that you're closing. And even if you don't get at the point, you always get you're already equipped to get clients. I think Miss Miracle shared something with me on how she sent um class recording. So she recorded herself in class. She has like a video where she has already recorded herself and teaching, and she sent it to a specific organization. They were not even asking for teachers, but she just sent it there. And within a few days, they called her for interview and she got the job, and it's a very high paying job. So that's just what can happen with that. So brand to stand out is there. And still looking ahead, with the announcement more of it on Sunday, is we're still going to do normally we plan to have 1 or 2 webinars every month as a community. So we're still looking at doing technology and math as how to use technology for math in the classroom. Apart from AI, there's still other things that we need to do. And that's one of the reasons why we're trying to make partnership with a specific company that has a lot of other tools aside just the AI that allows us to use in the class. And I didn't mention, or I'll still mention clearly on Sunday about the pilot program for schools that want to adopt this AI tool entirely for free. There'll be a lot of there are some terms and conditions around it, but once you can meet all those terms, they will for free they're going to onboard your school on the LMS and set everyone up to use the application in the school. So any school that's interested, if you meet the terms like do you have the computer, do you have the internet, do you have some things, just some minor things that to be sure that you're able to facilitate the usage in your classroom. That's that. So many things coming up. We want the community to remain robust, keep growing, keep making impacts, and just as we're adding value to you, you keep adding value to others. That's just our vision and our goal, and we're excited to be on this journey with you. So thank you very much. If I'm talking too fast, I don't know. Thank you very much for the time tonight. We call it a night, and let's see on Sunday. All right, good night, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Night, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good night. Have a wonderful night rest, everybody.
Good night,
And
sir.
good night.